There is genuinely no one more upset about the success the Michael biopic has had than Dan Reed. I mean, this guy has been going on a tangent. At this point, I think he's talking about the movie more than the fans are. Leaving Neverland director Dan Reed says the public can't see Michael Jackson as a pedophile because he has metastasized into something much bigger than who he actually was. I think what he means is the public is actually seeing who Michael Jackson truly was rather than the villain they've consistently tried to paint him out to be. Dan Reed says Michael Jackson is portrayed as an asexual plastic action doll in the new biopic. The first part of Michael as a child, I could kind of buy that. What do you mean kind of buy that? Do you think Michael Jackson was just controversial since birth? But as soon as we go to adult Jackson, played by his nephew Jafar, that burst my bubble. I thought he's a great dancer, but his performance is very wooden, and one of the reasons for that is he didn't have much of a script to work with. He becomes this waxwork who performs these jukebox songs, but there's zero insight into what makes Jackson tick. He's this asexual plastic action doll of a figure in the film, and of course, the issue of his relationship with children is completely distorted by the fact that they portray him as an eccentric, overgrown child, which we know is not the full story. Not the full story according to Dan Reed and his two biased sources, Wade Robson and James Safechuck. Also, Dan Reed, you might be the weirdo here going into the movie wanting to see them explore his sexuality when the movie is about him as a person and his career development. I mean, personally, when I watched the movie, I wasn't thinking, damn, why aren't we exploring his sexuality? Dan Reed says that everyone's going to make money except Wade and James from the Michael biopic. Good! Director Antoine Fuqua reportedly earned $25 million for making Michael. Obviously, the estate is going to make a huge amount of money. Everyone's going to make money, except guess who? Wade and James. They've never made a penny. They didn't make a penny from my film, and they haven't made a penny from anything else associated with Jackson. Why would they? People just don't care. Leaving Neverland director on why Michael Jackson won the court of public opinion. No, Dan Reed, we do care. We care about accurate timelines and facts. Two things that Leaving Neverland dramatically lacks. And he has won the court of public opinion over and over again because there's no evidence to support the claims. I'm sorry you're having a hard time coping with the fact that your documentary sucks because the stars of it have so many holes and inconsistencies in their stories. The biopic is not whitewashing any of the allegations or omitting anything negative about Michael Jackson. Those things simply did not occur in the timeline of which part 1 takes place. The movie ends in 1988, and if you can recall, the first round of allegations against Michael Jackson only came about in 1993, but I know how hard it is to follow accurate timelines, Dan. And with all due disrespect, I think we're gonna stick to listening to real directors like Spike Lee that said, I've saw it twice, loved it. If you're a critic and you complain about this stuff, you're critiquing the film based on what you want included, but it doesn't fit the timeline.